Hello everybody, we're returning to the Piñatas today because this is the second weekend of the event, and that means that we have points for the Piñatas when you open Golden Fleeces. I wasn't sure how they were going to execute this, if they were going to change this offer from what we saw in the pre-prod server, because it doesn't really say on the fleece page how it works. It just says choose the points for your Piñata and free Golden Fleeces, which that's an odd phrasing. And then you get 80 points, 120, or 140 points, depending on the number of stars. So if your fleece contains 3 stars, then you get 140 points. 2 stars, you get 120 points, and then 1 star, you get 80 points. And I had a look in the forums to see how it would work, and somebody did say that you either choose your points or your gift. So just because you open up a fleece doesn't mean you get whatever points are in there along with the gifts, which I'm kind of disappointed about. I don't really want to spend my fleeces if I'm just going to get points, and I'm not going to get whatever black market items are in there as well. However, I would like to see firsthand just to kind of confirm that that's what's going to happen with this, and that way then I can demonstrate to you guys how the fleece offer is working, at least for this weekend. I'm going to remain positive and hope that maybe next weekend they'll change the offer. Therefore, even if I do decide that I'm going to complete the event, I'm not going to until until next weekend. I'm going to just wait, see if maybe the offer changes next weekend. So that's an option if you're not really excited about this particular offer. And I do have 2 fleeces in stock, so I don't mind using up one of my fleeces and taking one for the team, as it were. However, the first thing I need to do is open up this one because I'm only 20 points away from finishing the Murciélago Piñata number 8, so there's no point in me opening up a fleece and wasting a bunch of points when I only have 30 left to complete it. Also, this is where planning out your clicks ahead of time is really nifty, because it wouldn't do me any good to start clicking willy-nilly. I have 3 friend clicks I can use for the day. They're all worth 10 points each. Therefore, I can open up this Piñata with 2 friend clicks. That means I'll have to wait a little bit, so I'll probably have to take a quick break and then come back to this. So I'm going to open this with 2 friend clicks because they're 10 points each. And I'm pretty sure about 230 points is the farthest you could get without passes right now. I got this far because some people kind of fell behind a bit on the first day, because the second Piñata had an objective reward that you would get 2 friend clicks per day, and I heard that some people had opened the Piñata before they managed to validate that objective, which means they missed out on that reward. And then also, I think it was on either day 2 or day 3 on International, we opened up the community Piñata. When I saw how close we were the morning of the day that we opened it, I figured I would just hold on to all of my friend clicks as long as possible, and then luckily we managed to open up the Piñata that afternoon, so I was able to get 10 points for all of my friend clicks that day instead of just 5. So that was how I got a big boost. If you're wondering about pass estimates, I'll just kind of babble for a minute while I'm waiting for these friend clicks to come in. If you're wondering about pass estimates, I've read that you can get so far as Piñata 15 without passes. However, that's provided, which one's Piñata 15? That's provided you're really on top of all your objectives. So I would assume that if you're like where I am, 230, then yeah, you could probably get to Piñata 15 without using passes, or without fleeces rather, because even if you do decide to complete the event, no matter how the fleece offer is going to go, if you have enough fleeces in stock, you might not have to spend any passes anyway. And then if you do just want the Falabella is on Piñata 16. I read this could take you just 2 fleeces, which is not bad at all for a Falabella. The Falabella I actually won in a fleece offer like a year or 2 ago, cost me 3 fleeces, so that's pretty good. And then you're getting these gifts along the way. That would get you the Katrina brooch. And then if you're wanting to complete the event, I read that it would take you about 10 golden fleeces, but that might also depend on how many points that you're getting, because you get that different points range in each Piñata depending on which Piñata that you're on. I really would like him, but just as the offer is right now, I don't know that I want to spend all of my fleeces. Something else I thought of, have my friend clicks come in yet? I think it did, because I got a message. Yay, that was quick. Something else I thought of about maybe why we're not seeing points in Horns of Plenty this time. Someone had mentioned the Christmas event in the comments in one of my last videos, and that kind of made me think that maybe the reason why we're not seeing points in the hops is that for the last 2 years we've seen points for the hops in the Christmas event, which, depending on what they do with the event after the cards, could only be 2 events away. The Christmas event will be. So they might just not want to put a Horn of Plenty offer with 2 different events so close together, because otherwise you'd use them all up for this event and then you might not be able to replenish them for the Christmas event, which arguably that's an event that a lot of players might want the divines from more. You know, I don't know. I'm trying to think positive. So I open this. I am going to, do I want to, let's just open a fleece. Sure. All right, open it from one in stock. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for you guys. Okay, I'm going to open the fleece. All right, what'd I get? I got 2 stars. Okay, yep. You have to choose. You can't get both an item and points. You have to get either or. So I kind of thought that if I had just gotten a 1 star, that would be the only fleece that I would actually take the points for, because I would be really sad to pass up like Morpheus's arms and a 3 star. But 120 points is quite a lot, and if that can get me a little bit farther in the event, then I might as well do it. And it's just 1 fleece from inventory. It's not a huge deal. So definitely, if I plan on completing this event, I'm going to wait until next weekend just to see if they give us the ability to get both an item and points. So I chose points. I'm going to get that, and that gives me 120 points for my Pinata. So I'm going to click on it as much as I can because I'm not going to open it now. My poor little Monterey, he's kind of looking all broken. And then I'm going to request another friend help here. And I did a no-no, guys. I did a very bad no-no. Remember what I said in my first video? The very big #1 rule about the piñatas is that before you start clicking your piñata, you're supposed to look at your objective rewards. And I just broke that rule. However, I'm going to just play nonchalant and say that was all planned because it doesn't matter for this particular piñata. There are no rewards that I would have been really mad. I didn't have a reward that says like your clicks are now worth 20 points each, and then I just wasted my 15-point click. So this is fine. I'm gonna go ahead then and complete my objectives. That way then I can do that. I'll get 1 more reserve for your meter, and then the other one is to be able to be helped by 4 friends per day. So as soon as I complete this objective here, that'll give me an extra 10 points when my friend click comes in. So that's it for today's piñatas. Let me know what you guys are planning on doing, if you might just wait until next weekend, or if you might decide that you're just not gonna bother to complete this particular piñata event. So thank you guys for joining me today, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.